What's up everybody, welcome back to What It's Like. Please subscribe to our channel for more quality content. Today will be brief and simple. We're going to talk about the value of reading.
So while that's something you've probably heard from your elementary school teacher, today we're going to break it down into three aspects. How it affects your mental health, how it affects your ability to produce, and how it's just great quality entertainment.
Well said.
Alright. So personally, I found a lot of benefit in reading, especially in my academic life. I was an extremely avid reader throughout elementary and middle school, and so by the time I hit high school, I was very comfortable with English, vocabulary, my writing skills had improved, and my general knowledge had improved. And so by the time I took the ACT, I found that it wasn't very difficult for me, and I scored 34s in both the English and the reading categories. And this is with not even very good English teachers.
That's super awesome. You know, children that read at a younger age actually tend to find more success in their life. And likewise, people who tend to read more are less likely to get dementia or Alzheimer's. That brain deterioration seems to be less of a factor. So that's a very important key aspect in this first aspect that we're talking about, is that if you exercise your brain and work it out, you're less likely to have negative long-term effects on your brain.
Not only does it help future and current brain decay, it also can help expand your memory. Having to remember lots of characters, nuances, plot twists, subplots, and anything the author throws at you can actually increase your capacity to remember. Every time you have to remember something new, your synapses are strengthened and sometimes new pathways are created.
Beautifully said. I like that. Another cool thing, moving into the second category, your ability to provide or have inspiration, is that have you ever been to a grocery store and you went to swipe your card and either your card was blocked or you were out of money? That dreadful feeling of like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Likewise, is that what happens to your brain if you're not feeding it enough money in a sense. And one of the best ways to give your brain money and build that knowledge is by reading books. You're more likely to know the knowledge that you're talking about if you've read it, funny enough. And so your ability to provide inspiration is so much greater because you have a bank to pull from.
Knowledge really is power, and books are a wealth of knowledge. People used to kill, literally, to keep people from being literate. And so they couldn't have access to that kind of information and education. Now it's all around us, and yet we don't really take advantage of it. Having that knowledge available and actually using it can give us new perspective, it can expand our horizons, and it can change our lives.
Absolutely, and it is difficult. I mean, it's so much easier to watch another video to be entertained than to physically sit down and read. It's almost like a mental workout.
Yes, that takes us to the third part of this, how reading is quality entertainment. And so while there is a wealth of different entertainment options today, and whether it's YouTube like this, we're glad you're here, audio, listening to the radio, if anyone does that anymore, and watching Netflix or streaming any other kind of video, it's really easy to just consume entertainment. Now the problem is, not all entertainment forms are really equal. And so while you can be entertained through a lot of those other formats, one benefit about reading is that you can find entertainment, you can get lost in another world, you can find really interesting plots, while also stretching your mind in a new way. It's like an enjoyable workout for your brain.
Absolutely, and then when you get into it, the more and more you do it, the more you enjoy it. And you get lost. It's almost like you leave this world for a moment and find your own place of serenity and enjoyment.
Absolutely. It's good for you. Studies have shown that reading can help improve your moods and balance levels in your brain. It's terrific, and I think we forget that it's something we can do for our own pleasure rather than just trying to improve ourselves. It's both.
Absolutely. So check out the link. We'll leave a few books that we like to read, as well as for yourself. Leave some comments of books you like to read and what intrinsic value they have in your life.
Alright, thank you. This has been 2 Minute Tuesday.